These are two cases. They're both lung ultrasound cases. This is the first one. This is a classic normal appearing lung ultrasound. Rib, pleura here, and you can see some nice lung sliding. You contrast this, and this is an example of no lung sliding, but you have this finding where you see part of the lung come into view with actual sliding. This is called a lung point, and you can see rib here, and this is a classic positive lung point, and this is almost pathognomonic for a pneumothorax. This is another view here. To me, not as obvious, but rib, and you can see the lung sliding right here. No lung movement at this part of the thorax, but then you do see movement here, and you put this clip here compared with this clip, and this is a classic lung point that's just concerning for an ultrasound pneumothorax. This is the second case. This is one side of the lung. You can see that there is movement of the lung here. I don't think there's a lung point. I commented to the provider that depth was a little bit too deep, and I would have probably decreased the depth a little bit, but you see rib, you see pleura. Focus on this. And then I'm going to go to the next clip, which is the contralateral side. And this is it. So one side and the other. And this was read as positive for a pneumothorax. Note here, you don't see rib. You don't see the pleura. Again, this is the first clip I showed you of one side, and then this is the other. There's no ribs here. And so when you have a complete whiteout of the chest cavity, then this is concerning for subcutaneous air. Another way to think about that, look here. The pleura is 2 centimeters deep. You can see the rib is maybe about 1.75. On this clip, it's much higher. This hyperechoic line is about 1 centimeter deep. And so that should clue you in as to why can't I see the ribs? Why can't I see the pleura? It's because this is air, and this is what subcutaneous emphysema looks like.